I'm joined by Pete from LoopMe. Thank you
Hello.
very much for being with us.
Pleasure.
Tell me about LoopMe. Who are you? What do you do? Where are you from?
Yeah, so easy. So we're a London-based startup. We're based on Regent Street, so in the middle of all the advertising agency district. And I think the easiest way to describe the business is that we have a belief that video is without doubt the most powerful way that you can convey a message. So as a brand, the reason TV has been so successful for the last 50 years is because it's the best means by which to communicate an emotive message, tell a story, I suppose. The challenge that's come recently to television is that actually the audiences are less engaged. They've got mobiles, they've got tablets, they've got lots of different distractions, and that's hit the impactfulness and effectiveness of TV. So while we're not saying TV is not effective, it's fantastically effective. Actually, there's another player in town, and that's the mobile phone. So what we felt was missing is one sole provider who can give you access to any type of mobile video. So at the moment you have different players that offer different types of video. We've combined all different video types in one platform. So we offer a DSP, we combine that with really rich data to drive results that are up to 300 times better than the average for the industry. I suppose the other big pivotal shift that's happening at the moment is the move of programmatic. So everyone is talking about programmatic today. It seems to be in every single talk. Hot topic, viewability, accountability, programmatic. So even on those three topics, so if you look at programmatic, we believe that the whole space will become heavily programmatic. So if we can be the access point for a brand or an agency desk to access any type of mobile video, and we can underpin that with great data, when the big brands like the P&Gs and Unilevers and actually any of the big global brands in the next few years start to spend upwards of $1 billion on digital and mobile, we'll be really strongly positioned with the data we have to deliver the results that they want to achieve from their campaigns.
I was in your presentation earlier on. I saw the word billion knocking
Yeah.
about. What have you got which is 1 billion? Because that's always a delightful word.
Everyone loves a billion.
Who doesn't love a billion?
Well, exactly. So lots of things, is the short answer. So
not to show off.
Not to show off.
Not to show off, but lots of billions.
Yeah, we've got lots of billions. So we start off about 4 or 5 months ago. We announced that we had access to 1 billion users globally. So it was a really big milestone, to be able.
That's a sixth of the world population.
This is it. Absolutely. Wow. So I think today one of the stats was that half of the people in the world will have access to a mobile phone in the next
2017. I think.
Next 2 years, next 18 months, I suppose. With that, I think we're only going to see that billion grow. I would say we're actually more like 1.4 billion now if you look at the actual scale. So that's just number of users, but of course that volume of users is useless unless you're targeting them well. So we take 30 billion data points every day. So
sorry, 30 billion?
Yeah.
Okay, just to be clear.
Yeah, 30 billion. So if you imagine we've got 1 billion users, so obviously we're serving a colossal number of ads, but we've also got visibility on ads that we haven't even served. So when an ad call is made, whether or not we put an ad in front of it, we can take data points from that, and we can then collect that data to build much bigger data sets to provide into our artificial intelligence unit, which then delivers the results for brands. So, having 1 billion users, 1.5 billion users is only useful when you've got great use of data and you've got the ability within the machine that you're using to turn that into results for advertisers. So it's 1 billion users, 30 billion data points, and ultimately, 300-400% stronger performance. And that's the key point. It's if a brand wants a completed view, if they want someone to click to a product, if they want someone to download an app or buy a product on their mobile website, or sometimes they just want someone to view their ad, whatever they want, we can optimize to that goal, and we'll use the data to deliver the results thereafter.
I assume with a huge volume of data, you've got real oversight and tracking analytics of the kind of people who watch it, the targeting which goes on. So
Absolutely.
You are a programmatic business's dream at the moment.
Well, this is it. So, we're having a lot of conversations with the big agency trading desks because they want us to answer the problem that they have, which is we cannot get access to enough mobile video, and they tend to be given video solutions which are still heavily desktop. So we combine that with our DMP, which means that we could take first-party data set from any brand, and within 5 minutes we can plug that into our system, and we can straight away tell the brand, before they run a campaign with us, we can tell them all about their audience, what it's made up of, what they like to do, where they spend their time in mobile, where they are physically. So we can tell them a huge amount of data, and I think a true DMP should be instantly able to share that data. And then from a reporting point of view, of course, having the DMP is we can report back on all of that. And we can optimize not just to different verticals, but also times of day, devices, anything that may be relevant. We can take in an API of the weather, and we know that it's been beautifully sunny in Rome, so perhaps we should be working with Diageo and having ads for a cider, maybe not in Rome, or maybe it's a nice white wine. So we can use the data that's not necessarily media data, real life data to drive results as well.
So we've spoken about video and mobile and programmatic, so we've hit some of the really big topics.
I hope
What do you think is going to happen next in media? What's next?
So I think that the programmatic space is going to rise. I think everyone is predicting mobile video specifically to be the fastest growing area in the industry. And I think when you combine those two things together, for me, a big thing that's going to happen is some of the big brands that you could say have been relatively dormant in terms of how they're using mobile are going to realize they've got in mobile video a vehicle by which they can take these amazing assets they spend millions of pounds on and get them in front of more people, but not just get the video in front of people, get further actions beyond just a video view. So for us, we would say that the big brands are going to potentially start shifting some of their huge TV budgets more than they already have done into digital, but specifically into mobile as well,
so
and mobile video and try and leverage that. I think there's lots of other things that people think will be big, but ultimately if you want something a huge shift, that's what's going to move. And then
so you guys aren't badly placed for it then?
Hopefully we're in the right place.
And are you enjoying the festival?
Fantastic, yeah, really well organised, amazing speakers, fantastic brands. I think everyone here is quite lucky to be at such a great
Who's
festival.
on the hit list? Who would you want to find this afternoon is going to make LoopMe grow?
Well, there's any of the big ones. So we've got some meetings lined up with the likes of Unilever, P&G, some of the big agency groups. I think that any brand should want to speak to us, is the truth. And I do believe that, because we're offering something that they can't get. So be that an agency group or an individual brand manager who wants to become a bit of a superstar internally, we're really nicely aligned. And I think from my perspective, I just want to speak to as many people as I can.
Well, good luck, go
Thank
hunting,
you very much.
I hope we see you at happy hour later on.
I certainly will do.
Pete, thanks for your time.
Pleasure.